Hi, and welcome to today's edition of Market Analysis for today, August the 10th. I'm Giovanni Benacour. I'm an educator and trader with Advantage Markets. So we have received the CPI number coming out cooler than expected, 8.5%, and we have seen how markets have rallied. Markets have received this news in a good sense. We've seen how the index Nasdaq has made a parabolic movement to the upside. Most likely, we are going to continue this intention in the open, as well as we have seen the parabolic movement in the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. Look at crude oil, how it's moving higher, looking to close above my pivot point, my 50 moving. The average is acting as a resistance, dynamic resistance. Here we have Nat Gas also trading to the upside. We see here gold. Gold is looking to push higher. I'm looking for gold to come back up to 1,810 or stay above the 1,800. This news could probably help gold to stay above 1,800. We're seeing silver making that parabolic move. Now it's retracing back down. Probably it most likely will find that support in some area around the 2050 area. Here we see copper. Copper is going to be making a lot of news, obviously, after Mr. President Biden has signed the law of the CHIPS Act, helping the Americans bring the chip factory inland, and so demand for this metal will increment. Therefore, we'll see prices moving higher. There's not enough copper, obviously, to supply all this demand. Chile is one of the biggest producers of copper, and they can't keep pace. Pakistan will come online, but that's not anytime soon, anyhow. But just to keep that in there, here we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin has received that news also as positive, making that parabolic move. The 24,000, that's the psychological resistance level. Once we break that area, move higher to 2450, 25,000. Then here we have the euro. While euro has made a nice pop to the upside, that parabolic movement, it has helped the euro come back. Now we have the dollar selling off right now, but Americans wanted strong dollar. A strong dollar for Americans, for the United States, is needed. With everything that is going on right now, we're looking at that all the companies in the States, they want to sustain a stronger dollar. It doesn't make things more expensive for the people outside the States. Yes, it does, but the Americans' patriotism and their conservatism are going to stay in line, holding that dollar, I believe, above 104. So these movements after the CPI number has created a good sense that, good news that, inflation is cooling down. So will we see a 75 points in September or a 50 point increase? That's yet to be seen, obviously, but it will make more sense to have a 50 basis increment rather than a 75. So the recession, talk about recession this year, that could be diminished. Probably we will see some of that talk be escalated next year. But as long as the 10-year bond stays above 2%, we could probably see some good sense in that. It's trading at 2.7% right now. So we'll see how this all unfolds as the market takes in the news of the CPI number. In half an hour, the market will open. Again, the movement to the upside is the one that is more in favor to continue this rally of the market after the CPI number coming out positive. Obviously, we also have that news that Elon Musk sold about 1.8 billion worth of stock of Twitter. This in a move, uh, he says that is a cover move that he doesn't want obviously to take a hit on his Tesla shares. So he's actually making his move before trial in mid-October. Should he have to be forced to buy the company, or can he just walk out paying that penalty? We'll still see that one to come. So the markets are retracing somewhat. Gold has retraced below our 18,000 level. We'll have to wait to see if that will hold as the market opens in half an hour in the United States. So let's take a look at what will happen after the market closes later on today. We will come back and talk about that. So let's look at our levels for the day. Obviously, I'm looking that I'm gonna hold 13,300 as my support level, and I'm gonna move my pivot to around that level. All right, let's see, 13,300, 300. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna sustain 13,000 as my support. All right, so we have here the S&P. Let's move the S&P to 4160. Okay, that should be our support. Now, obviously, a previous resistance creates a support. So now we're gonna have to just go ahead and bring this resistance to that level. We haven't crossed that one yet. All right, so in crude oil, I'll sustain the levels at where they are. Nat Gas, same wise. Let's sustain them there. All right, so gold, right now, market is violating that resistance. We have to close above that. I'll sustain my levels for gold and as well as for silver. Copper looking to come to a 365 level, so I will sustain my movement. I'm gonna update my pivot and use this levels of consolidation to obviously have them as my support, and I'm going to bring my support right to this level here. Okay, I'm using the 50-day moving average as the market used it as support. And then we have Bitcoin. I'll update my pivot right to this point right here. I'll bring up my support to 22,000 and change. Okay, and so we have the euro breaking our support, our resistance 103. Let's wait for it to close above it so we can update it. And then we have the dollar index breaking our support. We want it for it to close down. 104 could probably be a level to contemplate. All right, so those are the levels for today. I will see you at the close, after the close, and we'll go over our positions for today. I want to also invite you that on the 24th of August, I will be doing a webinar on Fibonacci and Japanese candlesticks patterns. All right, so hope to see you there.